Now let's talk about the copy constructor and the assignment operator. These two member functions are very important in C++. These two functions also are added by the compiler if you don't add in your class. Sometimes you have to define them in order to handle memory efficiently. So something called shallow copy and deep copy, we'll talk about that later. For now, let's see how you define a copy constructor and what can go wrong. The copy constructor of a class A here is a constructor that can be called to copy an object of class A. What it means is, if you see here, class A, we have class A, and class A we have defined in this example, and this is a copy constructor. The syntax is like this: the class name and the parameter is a reference to the class name. And when you create an object like this, A1, and also you are creating an object of same class A2, but you are initializing with the value of A1, which was already there. So in this case, this copy constructor will be called, and that syntax, if you see on the top here, this is how it is defined. This is the right way. The class name, then scope operator, the class name is a constructor, and also you pass a parameter with const, parameter class reference with a const. And also you could define like this with another parameter initialized with 0 int. And this is the important part, what it says cannot. You cannot take an argument by value of the same class. In this case, A cannot be a argument by value. So for example, it can look like this: X is a class, and X in this constructor, copy constructor, X is passed as a parameter by value. That's a disaster. It can crash your system, and it will crash your system. So I would think, find why. Spend some time thinking about it if you already do not know that. So private copy constructor will not allow creating a temporary object and initialize one object by another. So if on the other hand, the access specifier has to be public. If it is private, these won't work. So that's what it means. With a private or protected type copy constructor, a class cannot be passed as a parameter and cannot be returned by value. So that's important. It has to be public if you want to use those this constructor, copy constructor. And the base class with the private copy constructor also prevents the derived class from object creation. And you can pause the video and read what we have here. Copy constructor allocates new memory for the left-hand side object and then does a member-wise copy of the right-hand side object to the left-hand side object. This is left-hand side object A2, and A1 is the right-hand side object. Okay, the copy constructor is invoked when default integer value is passed and another object is passed. At the time of the object creation. So in this example, I'm passing value 10. This also will, there will be a temporary object created in this. So let's see what it says. The copy constructor is invoked when a default integer value is passed, another object is passed, or another object is assigned at the time of the object creation. So in this case, the object is created A1, and A1 is passed like this or assigned like this. Well, in both times, copy constructor is called. And in the example above, if this integer is the second parameter in the copy constructor is integer value, also it has a default value. Otherwise, that's not a copy constructor. And what about assignment operator? The assignment operator is also similar to copy constructor. It's just happen in the assignment time. You're not initializing, you're assigning. In this example, F2 is initialized with F1, and F1 and F2 are already created. An object of, they are the object of fruit class, and this is the operator, assignment operator defined like this. So it is a operator assignment, and you pass the object reference of another object of the same class, and it also returns a reference for the same class. So in this case, assignment operator clears the destination. Destination is F2 in this case, and then does the member-wise copy from F1 to F2. So if you consider they are two objects, F1, this is F2, this is F1, and these values are copied, whatever member variable, in this case underscore type. So this value is copied to F2. So we need to write function for that inside this. When you define an assignment operator or copy constructor, we need to write the code that actually does copy.